With the new changes, now most of the people would need 85 writing, 70 reading, 69 listening and 88 speaking, and that calls for precision. It's not 79 plus anymore, it's 85 writing and 88 speaking, which would be little difficult if you miss out on few important points. Well, in this video you will be understanding each and everything as to how to be precise, how to make sure you get 85 plus writing, 70 reading, 69 listening and 88 speaking without fail. Want to make most out of this video, make sure you watch the video till the end. Hey everybody, Nakul here from SKILLS PTE ACADEMIC. Really hope everybody is doing fantastic. I'm back with yet another super awesome packed video on the PTE Academic new changes, how to get writing 85, reading 70, listening 69 and speaking 88. Well, before we get into the video, if not subscribed to this channel, kindly click on the subscribe button. Anytime you need online assistance, it's a paid assistance. You can check the WhatsApp link in the description of this video. You can click on the link, send us a message, we will do the needful. Also to tell you, recently we released our 4, it's not 3, it's 4 official ebooks. First was PTE speaking cheat code, reading cheat code, match winning approach to PTE, and 2 days back we released our essay writing PDF, which is very much important considering the new requirement, because essay writing templates have been banned and people are struggling. So anytime you want all of these ebooks, you can click any of the link, buy it as a combo and avail some discount as well. Alright, without any further delay, let's straight away get right into the PTE Academic new changes, how to get 85 writing, reading 70, listening 69 and speaking 88. So before we get into the actual thing, let's understand our observation these days. More than 150 students in our course have given the exam after August 7th, meaning with respect to the new changes for the PTE Academic. Writing, we have seen the range from 40, 45 to 90. Some have got 40, 45, some have got 90 out of 90. Why is that so? What is the problem? We will check that out very shortly. Reading also in the range of 40 to 70. Very few people have got 85, 90. Very few. Most of them are lying between 40, 45, 65, 70, 65, 70 and not more than that. Speaking, we've seen students getting 90 out of 90. At the same time, many are stuck in 86, 85. 80 to 90 is what we have seen, and listening, absolutely no issues. Most of the students were able to get that desired scores. So with this thing in the mind, I will be giving you the idea on how to get that 88 or above to speaking, 85 and above to writing, reading and listening around 70. Let's start. For speaking, 88 and above, the only thing that matters is precision, no room for mistake. Max of 2 marks you can lose. Now when it comes to priority, it is repeat sentence, describe image, summarize group discussion. Of course every module is important, but the top priorities are describe image, repeat sentence and summarize group discussion, which approximately contribute some 70% of your marks. Read aloud is not at all important, less than 8 marks, 6 marks, 5 marks sometimes. Retell lecture and respond to situation, around 10 to 12 marks each you can expect. Considering the important modules, it's repeat sentence, describe image and summarize group discussion that decides whether you are going to get that 88 and above or not. When it comes to repeat sentence, people have problems with respect to understanding the audio. First thing, how to fix this? Start listening to a podcast. There is no other solution. First step is to understand what the audio is all about. If you're not able to understand the audio itself, then there is no question of speaking it back, isn't it? Of course, 50 to 60% of the audio, if you speak correctly without fumbles, you're gonna get 3 out of 3 from one repeat sentence. That's not a big problem. But the point is, some of the audios are tricky. You got to listen, understand and speak back. Apart from that, repeat sentence is not a big problem. The next is describe image. Yes, describe image is posing a lot of problem, especially those who need 88 and above. Why? Because some of the questions are little difficult. As a result, people will not open their mouth at all. 5 marks you would lose if you miss out on one question. So now the templates, everything I've shared, the structure, meaning, but the point is you at least have to speak 3 full sentences. Big lengthy sentence covering some of the key points. If you're not able to do it, probably from one repeat sentence, you get 5 marks to speaking. It will start coming down to 4, 3. If this happens to 2 questions, your dream of getting 88 is impossible. Of course, so many have got 90 out of 90 in the speaking because they were able to produce precise content, and also the evaluation is lenient. It's not very strict. But the point is, yes, you got to speak at least 3 key content with some lengthy sentences on your own. Let me show you a small demonstration on what would be the precise way to speak and describe image so that you get that full scores towards your PT speaking. All right, let's open a area chart. three key things. So it's north, south, east, west. Monthly rainfall. Monthly rainfall in the north is approximately close to 0 in January. However, in the June it is reached up to 75. Monthly rainfall in south in the month of January is very low. However, in the month of June it has reached up to 200. I'll do the same thing for east. The image represents is a area chart that gives information about monthly rainfall in 2024 across 4 areas such as north, south, east and west. The x-axis talks about the values of the month from Jan to June. The y-axis talks about the rainfall in centimeter. Firstly, it is evident that in the month of January, almost all the regions such as north, south, east and west have received very less rainfall. In the month of June, the north region has received an annual rainfall, a monthly rainfall of about 60 centimeter. In the month of June, for south region, it has received a rainfall of close to 200 centimeter. In the month of June, for east, the rainfall is approximately 300 centimeter. Three key things. In the middle, in the beginning, meaning I spoke that all of them have low. That was the only thing that I spoke which I was not prepared for. Rest I knew I will target the month of, okay, we'll submit it. Rest I knew that I will target the month of June and speak for 3 regions, north, south, east or north, south, west. That's exactly what I did. Basically, you don't have to cover everything, but 3 key sentences, 3 little lengthy sentences you speak. Most probably you would end up getting fluency 5 out of 5, context 5.9 out of 6, pronunciation 5 out of 5. We have some additional thing like monotone, which is very, very important. Monotone is S, means monotone. S should be there. Large pitch variations should be less than 5. Too much of variation should not be there. That also can take your scores down. Pitch for a male candidate 140 and above minus 152, and fluency score 5. I think this is how you do it. The point is, even if it is difficult, you have no clue as to what to speak, and you made something like this. 3 key things, whatever you think is correct, start with it. You will see a good score, provided you don't fumble. Remember this. So after this summarized group discussion, it is same as written lecture. See, in summarized group discussion, I would want people to write at least 12 to 13 big sentences. Not so big. It's around 3 minutes audio. You can easily take 10 plus sentences. Don't take only keywords. Your marks will go down. Don't take short phrases. The marks will go down. At least whatever they speak, 1 sentence of 7 to 8 words or 8 to 10 words. Like this, 10 to 12 sentences is what you need to prepare for every time when you practice. Try to exactly write as it is, man. You 100% will get a great score that you would not even believe. That's all it is. You do these things for your speaking. Precision matters. No room for errors. You should be able to get 88 and above, and it's not very difficult. The next is writing. 85, max of 5 mistakes and not more than that. Well, the modules that contribute marks to your writing is summarize the written text, essay, summarize spoken text, and write from dictation. Only 4 modules, and let's start with summarize the written text and how to obtain the 20 out of 20 marks from summarized written text towards your reading and writing both. Remember, summarized written text has become very, very important since August 7th. It was not the case before, because it's going to give you around 20 marks towards your reading and writing. First thing first, if you don't put a full stop, you lose that 20 out of 20. 10 marks for 1 summarized written text, 2 summarized written texts, 20 marks. If you forget to put a full stop, 10 marks you would lose from 1 question. Be very, very careful. Make sure you don't exceed 75 words. Of course, 5 words you will definitely write. It's 5 to 75 words. You exceed 75 words, you get 0 out of 10, 100% tested. Use the same copy-paste method that I have been telling you since very long time. Sentence 1, you take exactly as it is, comma, and sentence 2, comma, but sentence 3, full stop. If it is exceeding 75 words, remove sentence 3. Do some operations if you would like to do. Otherwise, you can go with a second template, while sentence 1, comma, sentence 2, semicolon, sentence 3, full stop. Both of them, all our registered course students have used it. They have got, meaning many have got 90, in the sense this has worked. You don't have to worry. You can exactly copy paste, meaning you have to type. Cut copy paste may not work in the exam. Exactly, you can retain the same information if you wish, or you can paraphrase. You can check out my recently made 7-hour full course video. The video is somewhere here. You can check that out and understand more about summarized written text, when to paraphrase and when to retain exactly as it is. As of now, you do this, you will get your score. You forget to put 1 full stop, marks gone. Gone in the sense not 1 or 2, it's straight away 0 for both reading and writing, and this is one of the reasons why many people are getting very low surprising scores for the reading and writing both. The next is essay writing. Yes, it is in fact not very tricky. You just need to understand what the software wants. You give that, you get your scores. You use too much of this, no marks. Remember this. Recently, we released 2 days back, we released our essay writing ebook, essay writing cheat code. It has got each and everything. If you wanted the link in the description, you can click on the link and buy it. Alright, for now, how to get maximum scores from the essay writing. Of course, 26 to 30 marks you're gonna get from essay writing towards your writing section. First thing first, absolutely no templates. Avoid using generic templates. The templates that don't make any sense to the question. If it's a problem solution question, you need to have a problem solution template, then it probably works. If you're using some other template and putting it into the problem solution question, 100% zero. We have tried and tested, no mercy from the software this time. Remember this. Let's say you're using only capital letters because caps lock is on and you did not figure that out. Entire essay is in capital letter, 0 marks. This also we have tried and tested. You can test this in the PSL official mock test if you would like to. The next is, let's say you're writing the entire essay like how you take the notes in written lecture, how you take the notes in summarized spoken text. There are 2 ways to look into it. Taking notes is short notes, or taking notes could be you write the entire sentence with no punctuation, no full stops, nothing, just sentence. Try this, man. You'll get 0. We have tried and tested this. So look at this particular question. Look at the answer. The person has put 4 full stops. Para 1, 1 full stop, para 2, 1 full stop, para 3, 1 full stop, para 4, 1 full stop. But it has got each and everything, ideation, structure, everything is precise. And this person has obtained 40 in the writing. Listening and speaking is 90. So with this, I'm telling you, if you write something, it's not just structure, it's not just template, it's punctuations as well, meaning you put a full stop when it is needed. Just putting comma and writing and continuing it is not going to give you scores. Please note it down. And most importantly, you got to develop the idea in the second and the third paragraph. Whatever the main idea that you bring, you got to continue writing about it in the form of supporting idea and example. You don't do this, then structure, development and coherence will go down. Address every part of the question, part of the prompt. Let's say the question is discuss both the views and give your opinion. First view, second view, opinion. Advantage, outweigh, disadvantage. Advantage, disadvantage, is it outweighing or not? Every part of the question should be addressed. You don't do this, accordingly the content marks will drop down. Also make sure to use the mixture of compound, complex, relative clauses, sentences. This will help you get a better score for your general linguistic range. And also don't mess up the vocabulary. Don't use something that you're not confident. Then obviously it denotes that you're putting a wrong word. As a result, your general linguistic range vocabulary marks will go down. Write in a very simple way possible. Write something that you're most comfortable with. So what would be the ideal word count? 250, 260 or 270, 288. Anything above 250 is an ideal word count. Of course, less than 300. You exceed 300, again, it's going to be big 0. Remember this. The next is summarized spoken text. It has become important, approximately 12 to 15 marks towards your writing, and of course 10 to 12 marks to the listening. Avoid more of a template, use more of a content. You got to write 65 to 68 words, of course 50 to 70 words, but the more you write, better marks you get for the writing. Remember, don't use generic templates, lengthy templates, the templates that automatically cover some 30-40 words. Recently we made this PTA full course, 7 hours. Clearly I've explained what you should be doing, what kind of template you should use, so you can watch that video, understand how to score full marks from summarized spoken text towards your listening and writing. But for now, avoid less of template, use more of a content. When we talk about the content, don't use only keywords. It's not just putting the dots, it's about connecting the dots. You got to retain the sentences, same as summarized group discussion, same as written lecture, at least 3 to 4 big 7 to 8 words, 1 sentence, like that 4 sentences you take, or more of short phrases, 4 to 5 words, 4 to 5 words, 4 to 5 words, 4 to 5 words, more of phrases, then you will see a very good score. Template looks something like firstly, secondly, furthermore, then. Use less of a template, more of linking words and the content, you will see a good score. Use more of a template, 2-3 marks will go down to the writing, and those 2-3 marks are gold, man. Isn't it? 85 plus writing. Summarized spoken text, you lose 2-3 marks. Essay 2-3 marks. 84, gone case. So be very careful. Everything matters, precision matters. The next is write from dictation, contribute some 30 plus marks, around 40, 42 marks. It could be, depending on the number of questions that you get in the exam, 3 or 4 questions. Towards your writing module, very, very important, where it contributes marks to listening as well. The precision is very much needed here. 3 questions or 4 question comes, max of 2 marks you could lose. If you're losing 5-6 marks, 85 you forget it. You can only aim for 70. Precision is very, very important in write from dictation. So practice more of write from dictation, summarize spoken text, essay. Summarize written text, you know the thing. These 3 you practice more for a better score towards your writing module. And also to tell you, you can add extra words in write from dictation. For more idea on this 7-hour full course recently we made, click on that, finish it at one stretch. I'm telling you, you will never regret of watching it for straight 7 hours. Next is reading. Only 70 marks, earlier 79, but to get those 20 points or 8 bands just need 70. But still, this is the module that a lot of people are struggling with. Why? Because the time management, earlier around 32 minutes were given for the entire reading section. Now it is 22 to 26 minutes and not more than that. Very rarely some are getting 28, 29 minutes, but most of the times it's 22 to 26. Between this time duration is what they're giving, but the number of questions remain the same. Meaning per question you cannot take more than 1.5 minutes. Reading, writing fill in the blanks, 1.5 minutes. Reading fill in the blanks, 1.5 minutes. Skip, choose single, choose multiple answer. The moment you see, click one and move on. Skip means there won't be skip SKIP button. You have to click one and quickly move on. If you keep spending a lot of time, then you will not have any time left to solve reading fill in the blanks that comes towards the end. Reorder, not a priority. You need 70, you don't need 90. You can take 1 minute to solve it as quickly as possible. Post 1 minute if you're still stuck. Don't worry, randomly choose one and move on. Every question is difficult to solve in under 1.5 minutes for reading FIB and writing FIB. I'm aware of it. But yes, for some questions, if you use collocation grammar, you can solve it in under 30-40 seconds. Some questions which are purely based on context, you can take 3-4 minutes. So this way, on an average, 1.5 to 2 minutes and not more than that. Remember this, remember this, remember this. The next is listening. You just need 69. As per my observation, I have not seen anyone complaining or having concern over listening. But to tell you, yes, 50% of the marks, 52, not 50, 60% of the marks in fact, because it is 90 total, not 100, 60% of the marks to listening will come from speaking. Correct? So if you are working thoroughly on the speaking, then obviously listening is covered. Written lecture around 10 to 12 marks. Repeat sentence around 27 to 30 marks. Summarize group discussion for listening around 12 to 15 marks. 50-52 marks you get from speaking towards your listening section. The remaining important is summarize spoken text, write from dictation. Very, very important. And you're gonna skip, meaning click one and move on to choose single answer, choose multiple answer listening, select missing word listening, highlight correct summary listening. Don't worry about all these 4 modules. Apart from that, listening, there is not much of a problem. I think that's all for today. I really hope this was an informative content. If you believe the same, like, share and subscribe and leave your valuable comments in the comment section. I'm gonna park the video here. This is Nakul, Nakul, Nakul signing off from SKILLS PTE. Soon we'll be back. Till then, take care. Bye-bye. Thanks so much.